Hello everybody, welcome back to the brew shed. So I haven't done one of these videos in a little while, and I've got a few things to cover on this one, some of which you'll probably have already guessed by the title of the video, but we'll get round to that towards the end. So just a few updates first of all, what's been going on. Got quite a few brews on the go at the moment, quite a few things conditioning as well. Just haven't really got round to committing any of those to video recently, but I am going to be doing a video of a brew that is actually taking place at the moment, so more on that in a bit. What have I done recently? So at the moment I've got a Kolsch that is conditioning, a steam beer with some Galaxy hops in it, a amber beer, another American amber, which I'm going to have a little sample of in a minute. And what else have we done recently? I've got a IPA with all New Zealand hops in the brew fridge at the moment, and also a wheat beer that I'm putting mosaic and citra hops into as well, to hopefully give it a really nice sort of tropical wheat style flavour, but still using a traditional wheat yeast. So that's a little bit of an experimental one, we'll see how that goes. So quite a lot of stuff going on, which I've just been too lazy to kind of video or update on, but yeah, that's what we've got going at the moment. A bit of new kit as well. You might have noticed behind me there, another fridge has appeared in the background. Another larder fridge, not quite as ginormous as the main one I've got there, but that's basically because it's getting quite warm in here now that it's getting into the summer months, and I wanted to store more of my beers cold once they'd carved up in the bottles and so on, just to help preserve, you know, hop flavour and you know, general longevity of the beers, because I don't think it's that good for them to be in a shed that's getting up to, you know, sort of high 20s, even to the 30-degree point on a hot day. So that's good, and possibly at some point later this year that might be getting turned into a kegerator if I get round to sorting out starting off kegging, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen eventually, because the bottling thing is yeah, first of all, I haven't really got the space for all the bottles, and secondly it's just a hassle doing all that bottling, so that's probably on the horizon at some point. Should be a new firmer pen in the post as well. Not that there's any real problem with the current one that I'm using, although that's obviously a cheaper version, but just fancy treating myself, and they've got quite a good set of reviews and so on. Everyone says that they're the best ones to get if you can, so one of those coming. And I may also need to be buying a new pH meter as well, because that basically clunked out on me earlier on, so it was one of the cheap ones. I might have to look at buying one of the more expensive ones of those as well, to get something that's going to last a bit better. Hopefully it's just the batteries that have gone, in which case I'll just swap them out and we'll carry on using that. So yeah, that's all the kit and stuff and all the brews that I've been doing recently. At the moment I'm actually midway through a brew as we speak, and I am going to be doing a full video for this one, so I've also been videoing that as I go along, and it's going to be the quite famous Supercharger American Pale Ale, which a lot of you will know about. There's a recipe or clone recipe done by somebody who's quite well known on these groups, called Paul Wicksteed, the late Paul Wicksteed. So thanks to him for the recipe. Seen some rave reviews of other people's brews of that beer. Recently Mr. Calaby's version has been reviewed by a few people and been getting loads of great feedback. So I mean, the recipe looks amazing anyway, and when you see how excited people get about the beer, it's definitely one that I've been wanting to brew for quite a while. So that is brewing as we speak. About 15 minutes into the boil now, so just filling the time by doing some of these little videos. Yeah, so I don't like to do a brew video without cracking a beer open, so let's have a little go on this amber ale that I mentioned earlier. So this is an American amber. It's only been in the bottle for about a week and a bit, so it's very young. These types of beers I do usually try and age them for at least a month or two, because I think they work a lot better once the malt and the hops have a chance to blend. The recipe for this actually uses similar hops to what we've got in the supercharger that I'm currently making. So there's some Simcoe, Amarillo, Centennial. I think the only one that it doesn't have is the Citra. Malt wise, put in pale malt as a base, a little bit of wheat malt, caramel malt, a little bit of amber malt, and a little bit of Special B, and another little bit of extra dark crystal. So quite a variety of malts in there, which hopefully make it a nice complex malty beer. So let's have a little look at this and see how it's getting on. Pretty well carved up, considering it's not been in the bottle that long, but being in a nice warm shed over the last few days has probably helped that a lot. I made this one using the White Labs Edinburgh ale yeast, which is supposed to be good for malty beers but also allows the hops to come through. It's not cleared completely yet, but it is getting there. Pretty good. I won't do a full sort of review on that until it's ready, but definitely lots of nice malt character coming through and some big fruity hops as well, so that's looking promising. Right, anyway, let's cut to the chase, shall we? So the main reason for doing this video is that I have gone over the 200 subs mark now. Need to put a big shout out to John Campbell for doing a couple of reviews on my beers, which helped to get me quite a few new subs, and then also putting my channel up as a one of the Sunday subscriber channel, whatever they call it, things on BrewTube. So I got quite a lot of people through that, and that was also John doing that. So big thank you to you, John, and I hope you're feeling better. John's been in hospital recently, as most of you will know, so hope you're on the mend, mate, and you can get a few brews down you, and a few brews brewing as well in the near future. So yeah, cheers, mate, and all the best. So competition, going to run a little competition for the reaching the 200 subs mark. What it's going to be is basically for a beer mail, so hopefully a nice big selection of a lot of those beers that I've just been talking about, maybe a couple of others if you're lucky. All you need to do to enter is comment and like this video, and make sure that you subscribed as well already, and in 2 weeks I will use the random comment picker thing. So you have to comment on YouTube itself rather than on the Facebook thread for this video. You have to go onto YouTube itself and comment on there, and I will randomly pick somebody from that list using the random picker thing that's on the internet, and we'll sort you out a beer mail, or if you're not up for that, we'll think of something else for a prize instead. Okay, so yeah, get commenting, get liking, subscribe as well, and good luck to everyone. Yeah, cheers. Speak to you all soon, and we'll have a brew day video up for the supercharger beer shortly as well. Okay, thanks guys, see you later.
I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, you know? That or his dudeness or Duder or, El Duderino.